Hello everybody of the Let's Play excuse me, of the Let's Play community. I'm the Blind Swordsman and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy, part of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars pack in the last episode. We got here to the purple coin comets. I failed to do one of them. I put them on here. I don't know how they got deleted. I apologize. But in this episode, we're going to be doing the purple coin comets. I'm doing them at full speed with some video game music in the background. As you can hear, this is Final Fantasy IV's battle theme and stuff like that. So, anyway, yeah. So, there's not much to it. The reason why I wanted to just do it like this is because there's not really, like, any differences in the levels. You're basically going after the same, like, 100 coin stars that you did before. And I just felt like it wasn't going to take me nearly as long, which it didn't. It took me a couple of recording sessions, and then I was done with the 100 coin purple stars in this episode. We're also fast forwarding the stupid story, which is just that, like, how the Lumas and stuff came to be. So yeah, but yeah, we're going to get through this today, and then tomorrow's episode should be the final episode, and I'm going to try to record that today and try to get everything out because yeah, my new computer is done, and I just want to make sure that I have everything set, all my ducks in a row, and that, you know, we're done with this Let's Play and that I can move on to something else by, you know, means of doing it with the new computer. Anyway, but yeah, it's not that bad. I don't feel like there's some instances where you get a little frustrated. They are a little bit more challenging, but generally speaking with these, I think what handles them a lot better is that they're in a confined space as opposed to when it's not in a confined space in flipping like Mario 64 and stuff. It's just not cool, and like it's something that I don't like. So, but yeah, we'll be getting through this, and then, you know, in the next episode we're going to be done with the game. So, because next episode we basically have to beat it, and then there's like one more thing we have to do. So yeah, as you could tell though, I've already beaten the game, so I went ahead and beat it, and yeah, so you can't unlock these without beating them, and then there's like one more power up we'll be getting. So yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about. I'm not going to do questions or anything, but I am going to talk about something interesting that came up on Saturday, which was the you know, Star Fox Adventures beta that came out, which was Dinosaur Planet. Dinosaur Planet's full like prototype came out on Saturday, and I've seen footage of it, and it looks pretty good. Like, it looks like a very good game, from what I could tell. I think people said there's like a lot of similarities to Star Fox Adventures, but there's a lot of non-similarities. One of the things that's stupid that they did with it that I noticed is that they have Saber, which is the main guy, like one of the main people. They already changed it to Star Fox at that point, so it was pretty far in development actually. And then I feel like Nintendo and Rare kind of, not Rare, but I feel like Nintendo screwed over Rare by saying, hey, you know what? Because the original like Saber looks like Star Fox a little bit, so they're like, hey, why don't you just call him Star Fox, and then we'll just plaster our name all over it. And it's like their creation, and it looks so good. And from what I could tell, I don't think it really is anything like Star Fox at all. Like, from what I could tell, this is like a unique game with like its own unique story and stuff. It's sad, man. It's sad that like this game never saw the light of day, because it's, first off, for a Nintendo 64 game, it's gorgeous looking. Second, I think the story is really intriguing so far from what I've seen. Like, there's not really anything to tell with that, because, you know, at the beginning of the game, it's just you're chasing a ship, and then you learn about some other things, but that's about it. I just think, man, Nintendo, like, you guys royally messed up. So at one point, you know, if they can get, because I don't think the full ending is done, if they can get an ending, which I think certainly is possible, that's definitely a game I would like to Let's Play, because I think for me it looks better than Star Fox Adventures, and I don't really have a desire to play Star Fox Adventures, but it's just cool, man, because like these gaming mysteries, like I've known about the Dinosaur Planet gaming mystery for years, and for them to finally be like, yo dog, we found this, we're gonna release it as a ROM, and it's gonna be awesome for you. It's just so brilliant and so awesome, and I'm just so excited to finally get to play this game, and that I've seen like a ton of stuff with it. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, it's fully voice acted. It's a Nintendo 64 game with full voice acting in it. That's crazy to me. You know, because like generally speaking with Nintendo 64 games, they don't do that. They never have done that. Like Mario 64 had a little bit. I think Zelda Ocarina of Time had a little bit. Same with like Majora's Mask, but it's mostly like grunts and stuff. And like Banjo-Kazooie had their own like language sort of thing that they had. So there is something like that. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this is a new power-up you can get where you can fly. I didn't want to show it off anyway. It doesn't matter because literally it is it's literally just like you get to fly around the observatory and stuff, and I think that's kind of lame, so it doesn't really matter. Like I'll go into detail a little bit more in my review of it, but yeah, it's not like a big game mechanic. Like it's for this red star, which is the only red star in the game for now, and then that's it, you know what I mean? So the purple coin missions to me, like especially something like this, because they're so close together, are way better than most of the ones in Mario 64. But I have to say, because I was getting kind of frustrated playing it, because I just barely finished it up this morning, I hate that they put this in. I don't think it taints the game at all or makes it any worse. I think Super Mario Galaxy is a perfect game, but it was very unnecessary. It was very unnecessary for them to put this in, you know, because for me, like, dude, I just want to play the game, like, and you're making it hard on me to do that, you know, and you're making me, if I want to collect everything 100%, then I have to do it this way. So basically the story goes is that they emerged onto this planet with more Lumas, and they basically accepted her as her mother, and yeah, this is just how the story goes. Like I said, I didn't mean to fast forward it, but I did, so it's like whatever. But that's the story. That's it. We're done with the book for now, for forever, and now we're just gonna finish this up. And then next episode, like I said, is gonna be the finale. So I'm gonna try to get that done today before anything happens. I'm not gonna upload it probably, but you know, just get everything situated so it could be put on the new computer. Well, put onto my hard drive, because then I could stick it on my new computer and do that. Oh, I hate this one. I switched, actually during the playthrough, I switched back to my controller, and I gotta tell you, I'm never gonna play Mario Galaxy with Joy-Cons again. I will never play this game with Joy-Cons again. It is such much a more enjoyable experience to me playing it with that controller that you could stop. Like, I can actually stop. You know what I mean? And so, if you look at the difference between me playing it with the Joy-Con and with this, I feel fully confident I could stop. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, it's just better. And, yeah, I was like, you know what? I don't want to, like, move the controller around. I don't even care that I have to move the controller around to get freaking star bits. Plus, like, you don't always get them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But, you know. Oh, and Zelda turned 35 yesterday. Now, people are, like, sitting there speculating. They're like, why wasn't there a Direct? Somebody said that the Direct got canceled. There's, like, a reliable source that I've heard that said they're going to do it next month. Which, it doesn't surprise me, because I think they're trying to transition out of the Mario 35th anniversary. Which case, you know, if they're trying to transition out of it, I understand. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, like, you could have transitioned that in January. But I guess, like, one thing for certain is that they don't start their fiscal year until I think March. So I think they're just waiting to do that, and then they'll start the fiscal year, and then that's what's going to happen with that. Yeah, so some stuff I leave in here that's pretty long. This guy, I wanted to show it off anyway. You have to give him most of the time 20 star bits. If you don't give him 20 star bits, then you're not going to the next Purple Coin Comet mission or star. So yeah, and it's dumb. So I'm not gonna get this one on the first attempt, but yeah, it's one of those things. The thing I wish that they did better, that I like better personally about Mario 64's 100 coin stars as opposed to this star, I wish they would have put more coins. Like, it's out of 100, so like for this one, it's an easier one because it's flat out just got 100 coins on it, or 150 coins on it. It doesn't have just a flat rate of 100, it has 150 coins. So if it has 150 coins, like even though I didn't get it the first time, I could feel confident the next time that I can get this. So it's annoying and stupid, and I hate that. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. People are like, well, it'll take some time. Yeah, it'll take some time, but I don't want it to take time, man. Like, I want to get going. Like, I want to finish the game, you know? And that's where I was saying, like, it gets so annoying to me that, like, oh, there's freaking stars at the end after you beat the game. Because it's like, I don't want to do that. I want to get everything, game's over, game's done, boom. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. Hang on a sec. I just wanted to see where we're at with time. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is annoying. Like, I shouldn't have to collect. And again, I don't mind this because I think they handled it way better than Mario 64. But for me, it's like, dude, I don't want to do this at the end of the game. Like, I just want to be done with the game. So I don't understand what your problem is. But, you know, the thing with this is now we've got a couple of discussion points. Luckily, there's like a couple of big things that happened in gaming, so we can talk about that. But this isn't a podcast, man. This is a Let's Play. And so it's annoying. I don't know. It gets annoying to me, like, just how stupid this can get, you know? So I had to do this last night, and then my son kept waking up. I'm like, dude, just go to freaking bed. It gets annoying. Sometimes it's like, dude, just go to sleep. He wakes up so much during the night now. It's so crazy. And I'm just like, dude, no, just go to bed, man. And he doesn't go to bed. And it makes me sad. And I'm like, shoot, okay. Yeah, so the reason why, like, we're doing it fast forward, like I said, you know, like, you've seen this crap before. So, like, why do I need to show it off again in full-fledged motion, you know? When we could just skip past everything, you know, and have some kicking music going on. This is Final Fantasy VII's battle theme. I'm pondering when I should ever do that game because I love Final Fantasy VII. I don't know why people say it's overrated. If you can put it in the comments why you think people think it's overrated, I'd love to hear it because I don't get it. I honestly don't understand. Because for me, like, Final Fantasy VII was one of those great games that came out in the 90s and everybody talked about it. And everybody still talks about it. You know, and like most of the people that I talk to, I think it's just like a nerd thing that people are like, well, they don't game anymore. Well, it's like, dude, like, but back in the day they gamed. So I just don't get why you think Final Fantasy VII is a terrible game or just think it's overrated. That's not your problem, you know? One thing, you could save yourself in the frozen water in Mario Galaxy by jumping up and down, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. I just don't understand it, dude. I just don't understand, like, people's... Well, it's still overrated. Like, Johnny tried to explain it to Ryan one time on Brain Scratch commentary. He's like, look, what Ocarina of Time did for you, Final Fantasy VII did for me. So that's why I like it so much. He's like, I don't care. It's still overrated. That's stupid. Like, you're not even going to listen to the man's opinion about it? Come on, man. And just, like, that's your opinion? That's stupid. Well, Ryan certainly bugs me sometimes on Brain Scratch columns, but hey. Hey, I'm not gonna get into that can of worms. I'm not saying I hate the guy, but, like, there's some takes he has. I'm like, are you serious? Like, come on. Like, especially that. Like, I love the fact that because they did like an IGN, like, top 100 games. They're saying, like, Mother 3 and stuff should be higher. I'm like, okay, but, like, in Earthbound and stuff, and it's like, what impact do they have on gaming, though? I don't think, especially with that particular one, I don't think IGN was being ignorant. Like, their whole moniker was that, like, you can't spell ignorant without IGN. Like, this game, revolutionary. So you could put it on the top 100 games. Or put it even in the top, like, 20 games. But, like, games like Mother 3, just because it has a compelling story and you really like the game, doesn't mean it did. I don't feel personally like it did a ton for RPGs. Like, it didn't, really. But, like, Final Fantasy VII mainstreamed it, made stories different than any other Final Fantasy and RPG that came out before it. And it was up there. And the same with Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, like, whether you like the game or not, you can't deny that now adventure games have that blueprint of Ocarina of Time because Ocarina of Time did it so well. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, man. You can't sit there and say, well, it should be higher because this game, I don't like this game that much. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a lot of their stuff was. Granted, that was a long time ago, so they might have a different opinion now. But, you know what I mean? Like, it bugs me so bad that people are like, it should be higher because I like it. Cool, like, I get that you like it, but, like, did it do a lot for the gaming industry? Like, I don't like Mario 64 as much as Super Mario Galaxy, but I feel like Mario 64 should be higher on any gaming list because of the importance that it had in gaming. Like, for example, like, when I was a kid and I played Mario 64, it had a way bigger impact than when I played Galaxy the first time. I hate to admit that because I like Galaxy more, but I'm just saying, it's like, dude, if you're having, like, issues with how people do their lists because you think a game should be higher, that's annoying to me. Like, that's why when I do reviews, if I generally like a game better than somebody else's list, I'm not going to copy someone's list and be like, oh, I agree with that. Because I don't necessarily agree, you know? But I don't sit there and put it with importance. I put, this is the games I like. So if that's the way that you want to do it, which I think would be better than sitting there and saying, well, it should be higher because you think IGN's friggin' ignorant, well, okay then. That just means that you're biased towards your opinion. That's not necessarily an issue with IGN. That's an issue that you have with their list because there's a game you don't like. So yeah, we're getting on some random topics, but it's just, I like, opinions like that bug me so bad. It's like, dude, like, you don't understand. Like, and like, I think Mario Bros was number 1. I think Legend of Zelda was up there. I think Ocarina of Time was up there. But I looked at it, I'm like, you know, I think Ocarina of Time's better than The Legend of Zelda, but I can't deny that it had an impact on gaming. I think you could argue that it had more of an impact on gaming. So what are you complaining about? Like, why do people complain about it? And it bugs me too that Pat and Ian, because they don't like the Nintendo 64, they're like, oh, Ocarina of Time shouldn't be higher than Zelda. No, it should be higher than Zelda because it did a lot more for 3D gaming, I argue, than it did for 2D gaming. So come on, man. Like, have an open opinion about stuff. Don't sit there and just be like, oh, Ocarina of Time is the best game because I think it's the best game. Some people are trying to do it on differences of importance. If that's the case, then yeah, I just don't understand. So we're getting way off topic. The boo race here is way easier than the other one. Again, I just fast forwarded it because it doesn't really matter. So, but hey, you know, we're gonna get through this crap quick. And I put in the old school Koopa Road and I'm gonna be honest, I love Galaxies, but I think this one's better. Just from listening to it, because I listened to both. Because I was like, okay, which one am I gonna put in? And I like this one better. I think it just sounds better to me. Like, Galaxy, although it's cool, it had like a live orchestra. Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff in Galaxy isn't as well put together as like something where like regular Mario 64 and others had their music, you know. And definitely speaking, you know, I don't think games like Sunshine really had that good of music. I think the best song in that game is the when you're in the bottle and getting red coins in that bottle. That's the only time I could really see it being good. This reminds me a ton of Mario Star Road, that one fire level. I feel like that guy based a lot of his stuff on Super Mario Galaxy because the ending is very similar and how you fight Bowser is very similar. Well, not really how you fight Bowser, but like getting to Bowser is very similar. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. We're actually getting almost done with this part here. Like, we're almost done with this particular episode. And then what it'll do is it'll automatically take you to the place. I pause it to where we'll be getting to that new place. So in the next episode, we're going to be going to the end game. And then there's like one more thing we have to do after that. And I'm not going to spoil it because it is very spoilish if you don't know about it. So, you know. This one took me forever. Because I couldn't find some of the last coins. Like, it was ridiculous. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is more relaxing to me than the 100 coin stars in both Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. And again, that's where I say, like, look at the design choices behind Super Mario Galaxy as opposed to the design choices for Super Mario Sunshine. You can't sit there and tell me you think that game is better. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're like, I sat there and talked about how, like, doesn't like everybody's opinion. I just think you're wrong, flat out. But if you like it, you know, I'm not going to take that away from you. But it's just like, dude, you can't sit there and say it's a better game when it's not a better game. Like, if you're, in your opinion, your eyes, you think it's better, fine. But you don't sit there and say that's the best 3D game, because it's not. Galaxy is way better than Mario Sunshine. Way better. So, I think it's the best 3D game ever made. I think I could honestly say after collecting 120 stars and getting close to the end of this game, I think for certainty, I think this is my favorite 3D Mario game. I think it's the best, and I think it's close to the best Mario game. I can't decide because I've been thinking which one I like better, but I think I like Mario, this one better than Super Mario RPG. I think this is the best Mario game I've ever played. But anyway, folks, I think we're getting to the end of this episode because this was the last song I had on here. Holy cow, I don't know if I had like the Skipperoo version. Oh no, it's because I have the left ear open, so I can't really hear the whole thing. And I hate that when they have like instruments that are in left ear and instruments that are in the right ear. It's stupid to me. But we're going to collect this star, and then in the next episode, we're going to finish the game. Next episode's the finale of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Take care, everybody, and have a fantastic, and I mean it, a fantastic day.